You used to be that child everyone admired, praised by teachers, a source of pride for your parents, and looked up to by your peers. You were smart, quick-witted, understood things after just one explanation, and it seemed like every door in life was wide open before you. But now, as an adult, something has changed. You feel empty, lonely, lacking motivation, and worst of all, you can't explain why. You're still intelligent, still capable, but deep inside you feel disconnected, like life is a movie playing out for others, while you're just watching from the outside. Have you ever considered that this isn't just a fleeting emotion, but perhaps a sign, a calling from God, inviting you to shed the mask of intelligence and return to your true self? As a child, you were labeled as the smart one. That label made you feel special, lovable, and noticed. But what you may not realize is that this label can become a trap. You gradually learn to avoid failure, to fear challenges, and to believe that if something is difficult, it means you're not good enough. You stopped raising your hand in class unless you were certain you were right. You avoided trying new things unless you knew you'd succeed. You wouldn't begin anything unless you were sure you wouldn't fail. And slowly, you built your life around a narrow comfort zone, where you always excel, but no longer live. And then the inevitable happened. You lost connection with others and with yourself. When you avoid experiences that could make you look less than perfect, you also avoid the moments that create real connection. You no longer join groups, play sports, or collaborate because you are afraid of being judged. But deep down, you still crave connection. So you try to understand people through logic, by analyzing and predicting rather than feeling. You develop something called cognitive empathy, where you can understand what others feel, but not actually experience those emotions. You may appear sociable and confident on the outside, but inside, you're exhausted and empty. Because instead of being authentic, you're performing well. You tell yourself, I'm smart, I should be able to figure this out. And so, you start using your intellect to fix your emotional pain. You journal, self-analyze, and try to reason your way out of the ache. But the more you try to understand, the emptier you feel. Because intelligence cannot heal the soul. Only love, acceptance, and God can do that. Are you trying to find answers through the mind when what you truly need is healing from God? Many people, when they can no longer bear the loneliness, resort to their last line of defense. I'm just different. I'm too deep. I don't connect because I'm too smart. But that's just a lie we tell ourselves to avoid admitting. I feel unloved. And that lie becomes the wall that separates you from the rest of the world. So, how do you break out of this cycle? You need to let go of the label smart kid, not because it was wrong, but because it no longer serves you. In Romans 12:2, God's word is clear. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Don't build your worth on admiration, but on humility, honesty, and a willingness to grow. Instead of asking, will this make me look smart? Ask, will this help me grow? Instead of avoiding what makes you feel weak, step into it, because it's in your weakness that you truly discover strength. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. Instead of trying to be perfect, try being authentic, even if you're clumsy or flawed, because that's the only way to truly connect. You don't need to be the best to belong. You just need to be willing to show up, even in your mess, your uncertainty, and your learning process. If you were once the smart kid but now feel lost, perhaps this is God's way of calling you back. Comment 12:9 below if you believe God is leading you through this phase. That's the Bible verse that reminds us His grace is enough. And ask yourself, are you really living as your true self? Or are you still hiding behind the label smart so you won't get hurt? Share your thoughts in the comments. Who knows? Your honest words may become the light someone else needs in their dark place.